Hi, I'm Michael Joy. Welcome back to another Loft reaction video. Some of you know I'm a Loft guy as well as an art guy and a business guy. My take on these videos this time is about actually living in the loft, not necessarily the real estate aspects and not necessarily the design, although that's pretty juicy to talk about. This is about what it's like to live in a loft and the things that you might not expect come towards you once you're living in a loft. This is a pretty fancy one, so they had people thinking about what it was going to be like, but not all designers that design houses should be the ones to do lofts. They won't have the same understanding. Right off the bat, this looks like a working residence. I mean, I don't know, it's a dining room table. It looks like somebody does a lot of work here. Let's see what's happening.
82 Broadway, floor number 3, located in the heart of NoHo, in a historic loft building built in 1903. My name is Eric Conover, and I'm going to take you on a tour of this one-of-a-kind.
I think I've seen this guy do a lot of real estate before. I'd like to talk to these guys. They look like nice guys, but why do they always wear blue suits that are too small? I don't know. He's the guy who takes care of himself, but I feel like I'm talking to a Marine the whole time. Like he doesn't look relaxed. I don't know.
Luxury apartment in New York City. The apartment, it's 3,000 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a private use elevator, a delicious open gourmet kitchen, oversized living and dining room, a master bedroom complete with an enormous spa-like ensuite bath. I mean, this is true New York City loft living. It's a close 4 blocks from Washington Square Park and is listed exclusively by Core Real Estate, asking $6.25 million. When you purchase this unit, the whole 3rd floor is your apartment.
So check the size of the elevator for your furniture. This is a big deal. These big buildings usually have freight elevators. This sounds like just the personal access, but personal access elevators can be pretty tricky. Again, I'm not a condo guy. That's why I don't live in New York. These people are used to it, but let's see how it unfolds. Guy looks like he's 10 feet tall.
So we're in the apartment right now, just walking off the elevator?
Yeah, right off the elevator, and I think that this is truly the quintessence of luxury living in New York City.
It's not his normal vocabulary. Quintessence? I don't know.
To have your own private elevator that leads into your apartment. The entrance flows into the heart of this loft, and here you can actually get a true sense of the...
So what's tricky is in the loft videos, it's a big deal to turn all the lights on. I really don't think you would ever operate a day in the loft like this with all of these lights on. There's going to be more natural light coming in. This is looks a little like a factory floor. Beautiful.
This space with this open living and dining room. Out of all the apartments that we've seen on this channel, this is the one, and I know we were talking about this before we filmed, this is the one apartment that we were...
You can see the computer over there, desks. When you leave a mess on your desk and it's right in your living room, you can't hide these messy moments, and this person looks like they're doing a lot of creative work here, so those lights can also just be in your eyes.
You're both like, we could live here.
It doesn't feel as intimidating as some of the other places that we've seen. This feels like a place where I could take off my jacket and put it on the couch and it feels like a home.
Blue shoes.
Not
blue
as much
socks.
like one of these super crazy ones that almost feels like a museum. I feel like this is a place where you can say, yeah, I live here.
Yeah, I live here. It's 6.5 million bones.
With these soaring barrel vaulted ceilings.
The barrel
throughout
vault
the
is
whole
cool.
Space. You have this
Not everybody
classic
likes
New York
that, though.
City exposed brick and these huge windows throughout the apartment.
I like the depth of the walls,
Now,
like
Mike,
over a
the first
foot
thing that might
thick, you know,
catch your
2 feet
eye in
thick.
This open space is this recessed wall here, which
That's
can
cool.
serve as the dining room, the library, or...
So a shelf like that is neat in the sense that it has all these personal belongings, but other type of people would find this very busy or distracting. So it really depends on the vibe you're okay with. And then there's like a little clutter catcher over on the right here. This is testament to lofts not often having enough shelf or vertical space, and we'll see. It's nice they painted out all of the pipes.
Even a boardroom. You have the refurbished mid-century lighting above this custom table that seats 12. Then along this back wall here, this is all one-of-a-kind custom shelving. You'll see as we continue out through this apartment, everything that you see in here, all the furniture, is custom. And it was designed by Matt Baer of Berkeley's Union Studio. The whole space has had nearly $1 million spent on renovations. When you have a space this big, you have to almost delegate different areas for certain activities. So this is the sitting living. Before you go
Yeah, it's tricky to create individual private spaces within a loft. It's just not what loft living is about. You just got to be ready that it's community living.
Any further? Do you feel this carpet right here?
Feel the bounce.
This is almost like it's like a trampoline. It's so
Don't be
soft.
distracted by the
You're saying how comfy
features,
this couch
the
is?
furnishing
This
features.
is a lemur
You can't get out of that couch too easy.
$15,000 expensive for me.
get
I'm
up,
gonna get off
Who
the
cares?
couch. Okay, let's keep going.
Then from the cozy living room corner, we have a little auxiliary workstation here.
So this is a custom built desk just for this space specifically.
Exactly.
So you can't go to IKEA and pick this guy up.
This is the only one that exists in the whole world.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer a couple emails. Why don't you go continue the rest of the tour?
From the mini office.
People have laptops. They don't need a little station like that.
The kitchen is dominated by this island.
Okay.
The full length of the kitchen.
The super long table for the kitchen makes everything feel bigger than life.
Big islands are, I think, really terrific. It's the amount of exposed everything in here. The shelves in front of the windows. It's like they could have thrown a big shelf on that brick wall, but instead they wanted to put shelves across the windows. It's a personal choice. I don't know that I would have done that.
This place, everything feels massive, but still cozy.
It's also a great use of space.
It
If you
is
look down
cozy,
here, you have all
ironically.
your plates, all your dishes right below. You have the 6-burner stovetop. Everything's open, accessible. You can move around
Gotta have a
very
good
easy
hood.
in this kitchen. Cook right here. I mean, this kitchen is pretty ideal.
Tiny sink.
It's like the most functional and easily accessible kitchen that we've seen too. Everything is just a hand grab away.
From the Sub-Zero fridge, you have the pantry with this library.
Oh, these romantic ladders. Yeah, until you catch your toe on that metal wheel at the bottom, it's a toe separator, man. I'm telling you. Those ladders need to fold up and put away, especially when they're in the main use room.
Library sliding ladder to access the cabinets up top.
Nobody has. You're not
Who
going
has
to
this?
find an apartment that.
Who wants that? It's cute, but it's very Harry Potter, but it's really a nuisance. Every time you want to open a door, you got to push the ladder.
Bathroom number
Someone's
one
going to put their jacket on it.
It's the guest bathroom because this place is so big. You could throw an event here. This is the bathroom that's in the
Not without
kitchen, so
parking.
your guests don't feel like they're walking back into your actual apartment, into your private space.
So what I would say about if you're an entertainer, and these big bathrooms where the toilet is really far away from the door, people can feel vulnerable in the bathroom. You got to put a big manual lock. So just for the effect of drama. So when someone goes into the bathroom, they feel like they've locked the door and they can go in and they have a moment, because right outside the door is 100 people talking and nobody wants to get walked in on. So you have to create these places of sanctuary for entertaining. It's unusual, but I don't hear people talking about that. It's a real deal.
From the kitchen, we go to the bedroom wing of this apartment. On the left here is bedroom number 1,
Lots of art.
which has
Nice.
been customly converted into a loft. How cool is this?
That is the coolest bunk bed loft
It's gonna be hot up there.
I've ever seen.
I like how it was designed high enough where you're not having to duck your head to walk in here. Right under the loft,
You got to
have
duck your
closet
head to be in the
space.
bed up there. It's a
Wow,
kid's bed.
very
That's all you
smart.
can do up there.
Very smart, very space efficient. All right, on to the next bedroom. Bedroom number 2 here on the left. This is more or less the guest bedroom.
This open shelving
Everything
concept is
custom.
really
You have
popular
this
for this
cast iron
family.
bed frame here. You have the shelves
It's
built
huge
into
for
the
New
wall
York.
here. Just a very clean, authentic, kind of old school.
I like the boldness of the color, mint. You don't see that a lot.
Guest room, we go to bedroom number 3, which
The lighting has nice variation. That's crazy. It's like a matrix spider
And
light.
it feels very executive. You have the original woodwork from the
I
90s.
don't know. This is how I feel about it. My house has a beautiful office in it, and I've lived and worked at home for a long time in different things, and I'm at the point now I don't want to do any work at home. I just don't. No matter how beautiful that office is, and it's a beautiful office. So it depends on how many years of living and working you've already spent. I've used all mine up.
Which the owner painted over in this matte black, which gives it almost a chic vibe, like a very
I would
just
make that just a
powerful,
study,
like,
a
come
library.
Here to have meetings and close $1 million contracts in here. Like
But-
this is
A lot of people work their whole
In
life.
New York, right, if you can double up your office space with your house space, it's pretty great. But having clients over to your house, it's really tricky. I did that at a loft for a while, and your privacy is definitely, it's not there. You know, they know where you live. If you piss off that client, they know where you are.
Lives to get that job where they can get the corner office with the views.
Neat
When you
view.
buy this apartment,
I
it
think
comes
this is a
with
really
the
cool
corner
room.
office.
But the black color with the bright lights, the open window, creates that exposure contrast, and it can fatigue the eye a little bit when it's bright on the outside, dark on the inside.
Freight elevator shaft.
Oh my God.
This is how you know that it is a true loft building, where you have the freight elevator in it to bring up the actual heavy-duty supplies. Here we have storage utilized by the current owner. You have your big board meeting. You want a little bit of privacy for that deal. You got the chicken wiring with the tinted glass, private office.
This is very cool.
Let's keep going to the other wing of the house. Behind the private frosted glass is your master suite.
Whoa.
The whole
Disaster. Everything that they had in the front worked together, and now they have this crossword puzzle glass dividers because you have to have privacy. And the thing is the frosted glass is important, but you have no option now. Once it's frosted, that's it. You can, even when you're home alone and you close the door, it's frosted. But this is an expression of you have to have sanctuary spaces within lofts. The textured tin-style bed, I don't know, not for me. It's the colors don't work in here.
hub of the office. Here you have travel bags, wipe and clear, glasses. Everything is labeled.
It doesn't feel like dated or old. It just feels historic, but present and modern, which is super, super interesting. I've never been in a place like this before.
Ready? Just listen.
That is crazy.
These are city quiet windows.
Yeah, the city noise is one thing, but the neighbor noise is another. That you have no say in. So hopefully there's a good separation between the units.
They're designed to block out all the noise from the outside, all the buses, all the cars, all the...
Here's the thing. If your air circulation is not great and you open a window, that sound pours in. You could hear it when the bus went by on our place. And, but we have air conditioning on and we have a window open just for, I don't know, because I'm a little nuts.
All the screaming. Everything that
all
is
the
New York
screaming
stays out there. Everything that is yours, everything that's comfortable in your sanctuary. Are you ready to see the most unique thing about this apartment?
I don't think so, but show me anyway.
Let's walk through these glass doors right here. Welcome to your ensuite
I
spa
like the mosaic.
and master closet.
Wow.
You've got the wooden shelves here, all the clothing laid out. Again, across.
That closet is nothing.
Then you have this
In a big
tile
place like that,
mosaic.
you have no storage for clothing. There better be more.
Closet.
Yeah, look how cool this is. I mean, just the craftsmanship that has gone into this.
It's a
whole
heavy door
apartment.
with
This
that
is a
tile.
bathtub?
This
Oh, God.
is a
This is like where you wash apples. It's not, what's comfortable about this? It's a sarcophagus.
one-of-a-kind teak soaking tub.
So this is a bathtub.
This
don't
is
know.
a bathtub. It's a very fancy bathtub. Then
Yeah.
over this way, this is a shower built for, how many do you think we could fit in here? 10?
15.
Everything kind of lives and works in this one open space, and we've never seen that in a master bath in any apartment that I've shown on my channel. So comment down below
Very
more apartment
busy.
tours if you're loving this series, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more luxury apartment tours. If you're interested in buying this apartment, a huge shout out to Core Real Estate for letting us tour this one-of-a-kind apartment. Check out the link in the description along with their Instagram.
So I think this guy does a pretty good job. He just seems out of place to me. The scale of him as a person, he's kind of big and tight walking and, you know, very, but he handles himself well in the space. And I've seen him do a lot of videos in some really unique places. So I'm glad he's getting into these things. The loft itself, again, shopping for an empty space versus walking into someone else's pre-decorated space is a really tough view. I think that the big deal here is the same as always, privacy. And what matters if you're seeing clients, the security spaces that you need to make in the sense of privacy spaces you need to make. But it looked like a beautiful building. Ceilings are cool. Sprinklers, right, those always are issues. But for New York, man, this is pretty over the top. Anyways, I'm Michael Joy. This has been another loft review. We are looking at quite a wide variety here. New York has a lot of lofts. So does Chicago. But in Chicago, I don't think they were built well. They were quick conversions. And New York seems to have a better handle on what a loft should be. Maybe it's because there's just more money there, but I still like them. Even when I don't like a loft, I still like looking at the lofts just because they're fascinating to me. So thanks for watching.